Alright. Figured might as well get into it. A bit earlier than usual. Usually always like 5 to 10 minutes before she starts, but whatever. Howdy, guys. How y'all doing? Yeah, I know. I said I would stream on Monday or Tuesday, but unfortunately, on Monday I really didn't feel up to it. On Tuesday, I got a bit distracted trying to set something up that I didn't get to do in time, and by the time I actually got ready to stream, it was already 8 o'clock, and I didn't want to stream 8 to 10, so here we are. At least I'm off today, so I can actually stream fully. What's the plan? Today, the plan is we're going further north. There might be some smaller stuff you do down here. For example, like get some of the tasks over here knocked out of the way so we get some extra money. But beyond that, we're going even further north to Jupiter. Frankly, I want to meet Konov. I want to get that out of the way. I want to do that. Where's what's his face? He's in the bunker. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and I am very proud of that thumbnail, by the way. It took me like an hour or so to work on it. It took me an hour or two. But I am very proud of that thumbnail. That is a very nice thumbnail. And I think I'm going to be using that kind of style for thumbnail for any kind of future streams for S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Or any other kind of game that kind of benefits from that style, you know? So because it just looks better. Where am I going?
Freeze.
You good? Yeah, Yuri is still a bit schizophrenic. I did do a little bit of research off screen, and I was specifically looking to figure out where Sin's base was, because Pashka deserves retribution. Him dying, one, off screen, and two, dying at the hands of Sin of all factions, unjustifiable. Well, I feel... Ooh, artifact, hold on. Ooh, Revy. Anything else? Cool. And while I do feel partially responsible...
No guns.
There we go, now he chills.
Stop. Stay sharp.
Well, I do feel partially responsible for his death because I lost track of him and he just died somewhere. I do still heavily blame Sin for it. The boys be going to Jupiter. Yes. Let me actually fix that real quick. There we go. Huzzah! Well, I do feel partially responsible for Pashka's death. It was at the hands of Sin, because we saw that one guy shooting off into the distance for whatever reason. I'm thinking that guy is the guy that got Pashka. So one, he's already dead. And the other thing, I did research on what their base is. You know that mine we pushed into last stream to get the artifact? That was their base. We already wiped out their main base. Oops, my bad. I mean, with quick justice, I suppose, but still, my bad. Wasn't aware. Oh, yes. I've completely forgot we got a proper working SVD now. Alright. I reload probably. Let's see if the anomalies up here have an artifact or two. Is it in the sky? Hold on. It's in the sky. It's in the fucking sky. Okay, well, never mind. Unfortunately, I cannot fly, so we cannot get that artifact. A bit sad, but whatever. Oh, right. Doctors are reporting disappearances between Agroprom and Yantar. Do we have permission to investigate?
Stay grouped.
Okay. The fuck was that? We're gonna have to buy some food, like an MRE kit, just to have enough to sell all the meat we have on hand. Drop off this, this. Please. Alright, we're gonna make a pit stop here at the sports center to pit stop here at the sports center to do a quick resupply, and then we're moving into the Red Forest, trying to get into Jupiter as fast as possible. We don't want to spend too much time loitering around, because I want to get some stuff done. What time is it? Seems to be late in the day. Yeah, I might just sleep here too tonight. Yeah. Anything you have that'd be of value to me? Nick chest. How's our medical supplies looking? It's alright, not bad.
You hear that? You guys sleeping? I hear that crap going off at night. I can't sleep. I don't think I've slept in like 6 months.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Just gotta get used to it. Nah, medical supplies are doing alright. Like, I'd rather have more medkits than stim packs, because stim packs are really rather short-term use, but that's fine. This patches, Sin 20 patches. Grenade's good. Duty 20 patches. Fucking A, god damn it. I don't need your fucking gunsmithing tools. Loner. Stone flower. Okay. Well, at least sell this like Dutchman or Pog or something to make a quick buck off of it, but I don't need any more gunsmithing tools. I don't need that. Duty forces in Jupiter. Okay.
Well, spill it.
I don't think I will.
Yeah, who are you kidding? Only Delta gets that kind of practice.
What are you talking about Delta for? It ain't in the zone, as far as I'm aware. I'm gonna bring a Hercules or two along just in case. So I'm trying to think. You have a lot of grenades. Yeah. Okay. Peace. Alright. I suppose I should drop some stuff off. We are pretty heavy over here. Want meat? Sure. See, these I don't want. Peace. City ammo Dutchman. Peace. New work available. Lemansk. Is that you? Why are you moaning like that?
I'm listening, man.
Yeah, you can have this, as well as this charcoal. I should actually keep the charcoal around just in case. Sure. Peace.
Well, spill it.
My water has a funny taste to it. Are you sure you're drinking out of the right water bottle, Yuri? You're not drinking out of the piss bottle? What's that name of that one guy who was like the fucking like Adapt, the guy that was like, oh yeah, Adapt, you know, you drink your piss because you need to recycle your water. Yuri's pulling a that guy. Improvise, adapt, overcome, I think the term was. What is that noise? So where did everyone go if not bingo? I'm gonna go play Twister. Alright, and your last minute takes. Hmm. Let's try that scope out actually. Hold on. Ah, what the fuck? That's actually pretty good. You can zoom. Okay, I like that. Put you in there, you in there, you in there. I think the side dog bird actually be pretty smart. Yeah, let's just have the guitar off. No, we're not gonna really need to bring that with us. Probably be smart to buy a better knife, actually. Because yeah, this knife is not gonna be in too good a quality. Oh, do we have a jellyfish? We do. Sweet. Alright. Workbench. Equipment. Can I upgrade this yet? Kevlar 80 plates with reinforced titanium composite. Okay. Let's see if I have any of that stashed around. Wait a minute, hold on. Instead of going ahead and buy some, we have some armor we're never going to use. Like some medium and light armor. I'm going to see if that has any kind of Kevlar, AP composite nonsense. Whoa, what was what we needed again? Okay. No. Because the thing is, we don't exactly need it in the best condition. We just need it at all. Shit. Fortunately, no. None of this has the Kevlar AP yada yadas. No. Damn. Well, guess I gotta go see if Hog has it. If Hog doesn't have it, womp womp. Well, you have one. That's it.
What's up, bro?
Shut up. That's a bit sad. I wanted to get the 15 kilogram carry weight increase. Damn. I guess I'll get that at least. Loyal. Haven't you at work you want done? Ah. Sure, I'll bring that to you.
Wanna say something?
Take that and take that. Sure. The Sin job, we can come back and turn that in once we're through with Jupiter, and the Chimera horn. You just have that. Probably give us good money too. So watch me say like, oh no, we're not gonna get distracted. We're not gonna get distracted. We're gonna take a quick little pit stop here in Dead City to grab some stuff, and then we're gonna go immediately start moving up north to go to Jupiter. And here I am doing some small tasks down in Dead City. Renegade patches. I don't know if I have those left in here. I don't know what that is. Alright. Does what's his name have anything on him? Nothing of particular value, no. Also, yes, I did give Yuri our, G36.
Hold up.
There we go. Doesn't know how to put magazines in it yet, but he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out with time. Oh, shut the fuck up, please. I know my English very well, Stephen Cutter.
Well, spill it.
Alright, so Loyal, here's your vodka. Army Warehouse's stash. Mercenaries and Freedom Stalkers. Why Freedom? Oh, yeah, Freedom. I was thinking of loners for a second for some reason. Maybe the second floor? I'm assuming the second floor. Cutter. Oh. Oh. Who wants a horn?
Well, look who it is.
Shut up. Do you want a horn? Who wants a horn? You want a horn? Yes, you do. Cool. Mercenaries and ecologists. Look at that. Major. Alright. Take a little snooze up in here, and then we'll travel on north. Not tired enough to sleep. Bruh. Got sleeping pills. There we go. Okay.
The poor bastards didn't have a chance. Our tactics were just too good for them.
Alright, now move. Unfortunately, I've decided to forego having a proper shotgun, no matter how much damage it does, to instead have both the SPD and the SIG. I might come to regret that in just having some kind of foreshadowing moment. I might come to regret not bringing the shotgun along. I could give a shotgun to Yuri, but I don't know. I do have AP rounds, HP hollow point rounds loaded, so if anything, I can just kind of rely on that. I should get corner cutter. We're gonna cut through army warehouses to go north. Yellow stash. Huh? To Yuri? What's one thing an intruder doesn't want to see breaking into a house? Naked grandma. Naked, huh? Alright. Good lord. The amount of people we have sitting here. Like, sweet baby Jesus. This is a lot of people
What's up, bro?
at this one damn checkpoint. Bit crazy. But that is just me.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Glitch. Why aren't you wearing a mask, Stalker? Do you have a death sentence?
No, привет.
You work? Bandit garbage. I refuse. We cannot kill bandits. As much as I would love to. This is a bit homoerotic. Excuse me, Professor. Don't mean to interrupt you, but I got your eye. Thank you. Anything else? Okay, yeah, y'all have fun. Okay. Y'all have fun there. I'm gonna bleach my eyes. Oh, it did leave a spouse 12 in here. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's give this to Yuri. No, his name is Yuri. It's my favorite John. Yes, his name is Yuri Wrinkled, okay? Yes, haha, Yuri Wrinkled. Get it? Get the jokes out of the way now. I'm more concerned with the fact that his name is fucking Wrinkled, okay? Yuri, that's fine. But Wrinkled? Okay, no, hold on. It's Yuri with an I. Let's get that. Let's get that figured out. It's Yuri with a Y, okay? Not with an I, it's with a Y. Okay, let's get that cleared up immediately.
Stop.
What, huh? No offense. Fuck off. Alright. Into Red Forest, only to have some bullshit happen. Because that is almost an inevitability of these streams, apparently. Hi, Lyra. Do you want on my lap? There you go. Come on. Okay. Lyra, you gotta make up your mind. Do you want to be in my lap or do you want to be on my desk? There's zero in between. Make up your mind, girl. Boys go to Red Forest to get more redder from their remains. Okay, it's a bit too soon, Pix. Bashka is still fresh on the mind. Actually, now that I think about it, now that we bring along the SVD as well, I don't think we really need this big-ass scope on the SIG. I think it might be better to have the, like an ACOG or... Not like an ACOG, but like more like a holographic sight somewhere. Oh yeah, we do have the side sight, but you know. Technically this game can be one-time scope, so it's not that bad to have it on, but yeah. Let me actually send this to someone, hold on. Hey, what? Have you danced among anomalies, hiding from the blood-red storm? Have your pants been... Whoa! Hey, fucker.
Weapons free.
I entirely forgot to buy a knife. Womp womp. Okay, no mutant remains today, I guess. Kind of sucks, but yeah, it's fine. Artifact. No artifact. Kai. She's a twisted kind of fantasy, with no princess, swords and gnomes. She may take your life, but she's your home. Chilling by the burning fire, staring at the starless sky. While your buddies squirming, flying in the vortex nearby. Rolling off your tongue, cheeky breaky. Once again, my radiation's leaking. Once again, a strong and young, always daring stalker. Cheeky breaky for donkey. Whirly gig? What is that? Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near that. I think it's a bit too soon for anyone to have kind of repopulated the area, but you never know. I'm still hoping that we one day find Pashka's body somewhere out here, but I don't think we will at this point. My AK-12 is forever lost. Shit. Wow. Okay. Snap back to reality, head ass. Okay, cool. Sweet. Fantastic. Ah. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I've told y'all the story yet, but or told you the story, Pixelate, but so there's a Popeyes nearby me, right? And I kind of pass it by every time I go to work and come from work. And one night, because I've been working Thursday night for some reason, one night after a Thursday shift, I decide, you know what, screw it, I want to treat myself, so I decided to treat myself with a chicken sandwich. And in doing so, I asked the cashier there to say, hey, could you do me a favor and just completely slather the breast you used for the chicken sandwich in the spicy signature hot wing sauce? And so he did. But in doing so, he also came back and asked me. Hey, you know, there's no spicy mayo on it. Do you want us to still add that, or want it to just be the signature hot wing sauce? And go, you know, sure, fine, why not? You know, the more the merrier. Did you see him just sit there and just wail on me? Whoa, okay. Anyways, I need to put Yuri on actually attacking enemies, and him being on defending only is kind of fucking me over. Where is my support from this man? Okay, so the chicken sandwich can either be regular or spicy, right? And the spicy chicken sandwich, the only difference, as far as I'm aware, is that they put the spicy mayo on it, like the spicy sauce, you know. But I wanted extra spicy, so I decided to ask for the signature wing sauce to be put on it.
Weapons free.
Yeah, and then after I say like, oh yeah, no, put the spicy mayo on. All right, he goes back. You can make it for like a solid 2 to 3 minutes. I'm sitting here. I'm doing a little jig. I'm doing a little dance. I'm off shift. I'm in better mood. And then him and another employee come back again and ask me and say, hey, we have this dry ghost pepper rub. Do you want us to put that on it as well? And I'm like, sure, fuck it. Why not? Let's get a little experimental with this. And so they do. And then, like 5 minutes later, they come back with this like cardboard takeout box labeled "Evil Concoction." And set it down in front of me. And I'm here going, all right, well, this better be good. I open it up, and I see a chicken sandwich. Call that a trial. Yeah, and I see a chicken sandwich absolutely fucking lathered in salsa. Like, holy shit. This thing was absolutely sauced up, okay? That shit was saucy. And, alright, I open it up, because originally I was just going to take it with me and just go home. But I decided, you know what? I might as well humor him a little bit. And I open up and I take a big old bite right there. And I'm sitting here, I'm giving him like a little thoughts. And I go, is it good? Is it bad? It's pretty good, it's pretty... Oh. Wow, I actually did something for once. Anyways, sounds like you like it dirty. Shut the fuck up. Not like that. Anyways, as I'm giving my flavor notes in the sandwich, I'm like, oh, is it spicy? I'm like, oh yeah, no, if I can imagine if I take a couple bites of it, it would start, kicking in. And then, one of his coworkers, a little lady, asked me, say, hey, do you want to make you another sandwich? I can make it spicier. And I look over and go, you have my attention. You have my attention. And so, she does. And one of the bigger differences when she's making the sandwich is that she does not ask me about anything. The only thing she, like, perks up and asks me about is if I wanted pickles on it, which I said, sure, why not? No reason not to. Which I don't mind pickles, by the way. I actually kind of like pickles. But no, she's working from experience making that sandwich. She likely makes that sandwich for herself. And before she finishes the sandwich, one of her coworkers, the guy that made the evil concoction, comes up to the counter and asks me, hey, is it alright if she records your reaction? Records your reaction and shit? I'm gonna have to, one of these days, I'm gonna come up to that Popeyes and ask her if she can send me that video. But, you're like, oh yeah, no, sure, why not? No one knows my face anyway, it doesn't matter. So anyways, eventually she comes out with another, like, cardboard takeout box. With gloves on top of it. Ooh. Hold on. I understand why people dislike pickles sometimes, but... Are you still alive over there? Hold on, I'm gonna pause the story so I can focus a little bit. You got any friends? No? Cool. Ah, no wonder you fucking got me so quickly. VSSK. Anyways, so I'm taking a bite of this. Okay, so I open up the sandwich. Compared to the evil concoction, this shit was fucking bathing in salsa. All right. Like, well, yeah, the evil concoction, it was very saucy. It was very messy. I understand why they gave me gloves for this other sandwich, and I called it the Sloppinator, because holy shit, it was like there was a pool of various sauces and spices below it. Oh shit! Wait, hey. get him? Oh, no, he did. Whoa! Why aren't you loaded? Why aren't you loaded? Nice. Where's the other guy? There's two of them. You doing good? Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, evidently the slop has thickened, yes. Oh, there we go. RPK. But anyways, like, okay, so she asked me again, like, oh, it's okay if I record you? I'm like, yeah, I already said yes. I'm like, oh, okay. He already asked? Like, yeah, he asked. So anyways, I take a big old bite out of this Slopinator. And yes, that was the messiest fucking burger. Or chicken sandwich, because for some reason sandwiches aren't chicken sandwiches aren't burgers, even though they're made the exact same way as burgers. It's dumb. Anyways, I take a big old bite out of that sandwich. Good God, the mess. Anyways, yeah, I was like, oh, is this spicier? Because you want to, like, do like a little compare and contrast. Like, oh, is this spicier than the evil concoction? And I go, man, hold on, let me do a little bit of taste test. And I go back and I go ahead and re-bite out of the evil concoction. You know, get a little bit of a taste flavor of it. Might have been a mistake because that was starting to kick in a little bit. But I eventually decided to give the win to the Slopinator. Hey, there's the 4 St. Patches right there. Because I just had a feeling that the Slopinator just had a bit more of that to it. Both are good, both are spicy, but the Slopinator just had just that bit more, you know. And then she went on about like doing a whole bit like, oh no, like the Slopinator beat the evil concoction, your folks. So, whatever. But anyways, I took those 2 sandwiches as well as the food I made for myself at my job home, and holy shit. I ate all of that, and I was knocked out after that. I went into a food coma, which is immensely rare for me, because I don't usually go into food comas. At all, really. Like, I can eat a lot of food, and then I'm just like, you know, I'm full and I feel fat, but I'm chilling, right? No, I was knocked out after eating that. Oh, and, a bit of TMI, but yes, no, that toilet got it after that. That was... Whew. Spicy coming in, spicy going out, I hate to tell you. Oh, and yesterday, when me and my sister went to go teach me how to drive properly, that's what I voice crack. Oof. When my sister went to go teach me how to drive, we also stopped by the Popeyes to grab a chicken sandwich, right? And I was wondering out loud to her, it's like, I wonder if my people are in here today. And evidently, they were, because as soon as the cashier saw me, he rolled his eyes and, like, looked away, like, looked back into the kitchen. He said, he's back! And I'm over here giving him, like, the most sinister grin up to the cashier and from behind, because, like, oh, no, the guy's back. So my reputation precedes me. I'm glad too, because I'm pretty sure to pretty much the majority of that crew, I'm a known face. And you're asking like, and now you're asking like, oh, do you want one chicken sandwich or 2? I'm like, oh no, I just want 1 today. I don't want to die today. And there's where I took the thumbnail with love from Jupiter. And here we are. Only took us about an hour. Record time, might add. Actually, I'm realizing now, I don't have a drink, and that yap apocalypse I just did parched me. So I'm actually gonna go quickly grab a drink before we explore any further. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yes. I got myself some more of my delicious tea. I'm really proud of this batch of tea. It's so good. It's a bit wasteful to use 2 tea bags for 1 batch because, you know, like, I mean, not really because it's, you can tell I've had coffee because I am speaking like a fucking speed demon. I'm speaking like a certain blue hedgehog would. But no, like, okay, so our tea, pitcher is about 3 gallons, I've measured. It's an estimation, it's not exactly 3 gallons, I'm pretty sure. But I'm estimating it's about 3 gallons. And the tea bags we have are 1-gallon tea bags. So if I wanted something that is just pure tea and not watered down at all, I would have to do 3 tea bags. Or like 3 batches of tea. Which one would take an hour to make because each batch takes like 20 minutes or so to simmer. Boars over there. Is that a mining structure? No, it's a warehouse. Okay. I've never been to Jupiter, so I'm going to take a bit of time to get a lay of the land. You see anything, Yuri? Did you even put a magazine in that gun? Nope. Wait, no, did you? Nope, you're still running magless. Okay. There's some gunfire. What's going on over there? Can I tag these? Stalkers in Jupiter. Boards that way. I might go down to that warehouse down the way so I can see what that's about. If there's anything noteworthy there. Do I have an anomaly map of Jupiter? I do. Alright. Where do we walk in at? We walked in about here? Right, this is Jupiter, right? It is. Okay. Let me compare this to the map on our... No, we walked in there. Yeah, okay. So we go east, we get the concrete baths to the Jupiter factory. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna look break when this go help our bandit buddies out. Oh shit, you're gonna shoot the bandits, aren't you? Fuck. Well, if anything, either he kills the bandits and we get the loot from it, or I get the loot from it, or I kill the loners and I get the loot from the bandits attempt to kill Yuri. I'll continue my tea story in a minute. Tea. Okay. What's that? That's a tree. That's a tree, dumbass. Not seeing shit. Not seeing a goddamn thing. So I was going up these hills. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. Target spotted. Are you the only one? I don't see any friends, so I'm assuming so. Oh no, you got a friend over here. Oh shit! Oh shit! That was nice. Oh! I'm gonna get eyes on Cabby. Nope. 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 Yeah, I gotta pay back for that fucking clean ass first shot. That was oof. Oof. Probably homeboys. Means that guy's in here. Oh! Yep, he lost interest. Cool. Now, can I hit from this distance? Jesus, okay. I can't tell where the fucking bullets are landing because how strong the damn recoil is. Oh, and he lost interest again. Cool. I'm gonna do this so we can actually... Nope. Can I get some... There we go. Brother, come on. Fuck. There you go, you bastard. Die.
Piece of shit.
Alright. I'm gonna do some slight desk readjustment real quick because my mouse area is clogged. Okay. Where was I? Right, yeah, so our tea gallon is about tea pitcher is about 3 gallons large. So, if I want to do like a full thing of like pure tea, I'd have to make like 3 batches and that would take like an hour. It'll make 20 minutes each, and if I had like multiple of the pots and shit we could use to make the tea. We have a tea pot I use to make tea. We also have a tea pitcher, or not pitcher, but like a tea kettle. We also use to make the tea. What I think personally, using the pot would be easier because it's almost perfectly like a gallon in that pot. So, parking lot. That's a parking lot? That's a parking lot. I mean, there are cars here, I guess, but that's a parking lot? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. Alright. What did Fleck have? The monolith is a statement to the humanity. Why are you trying to play gods to achieve riches and wealth when you get to become one? No one has to be a real god amongst the living if you prove yourself worthy of the monolith. Shut up, will ya? Prometheus. Prometheus, they say, brought God's fire down the man. And you caught it, tamed it, trained it, since our history began. I immediately forgot the rest of the lyrics to that song. Damn it, man, that's one of my favorite songs. Right, what else? I had an idea about just kind of fill the void with yapping. And also, you know, be a bit autistic for a second. What if I just told my idea what the FNAF timeline is? Because I've been watching a lot of FNAF theories recently. For no real reason in particular, just because like there's this one YouTuber called Ritos, whatever, that does a second channel where he makes hour-long or so compilations of his theories. And if anything, it's just nice background noise, you know? So, if I may yap about that, just kind of fill the void, I have a very old school style of FNAF timeline. Because, personally... Oh, there's a mercenary over there. Oh, there's stuff up north. Oh, we actually need to go to the warehouse, okay. Because, personally, I am among the people who think that the FNAF timeline should have ended with FNAF 6. The FNAF franchise, rather. I understand why they did, because they realized that they had a fucking gold mine in their hands, and to end it with FNAF 6 and Ultimate Custom Night would have just fumbled the entire franchise, you know? Because, yes, while it would have been a nice climactic finish to the timeline, to the story, Scott would have had to find some other way to make money. And I hate to tell you, after doing that shit for like damn near a decade at that point, or I don't think it's a decade, I think it's more like 7 years or so, I think he kind of realized that if he didn't go all in with Five Nights at Freddy's and make it into a proper, you know, multimedia franchise, like with the movies, the books, and all that, he would have had to find some other, like, cash cow to piggyback off of, you know? So I understand why he continued it with, you know, Help Wanted, which at first we thought it was just, you know, like a quick love letter for the franchise, just so there was, you know, like a VR port of all the original games, which is pretty good. Who's that? Take your time, huh? Okay, bandits. Okay, that's good. Where do we have the? Oh, motherfucker! Did he move over to Pripyat? Oh, that motherfucker. Anyway, I was saying, I understand again why they moved forward with this franchise and did more shit. You know, Help Wanted, The Mimic, Security Breach, Secret of the Mimic, Help Wanted 2. I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking care for it. I don't care for The Godfather. What? Oh shit! Get out of the water. Never cared for The Godfather. I don't care for The Godfather. I don't care for The Mimic. How could you say that, Peter? The Mimic is great. Like, no, it insists upon itself, right? It insists upon itself. But no, I don't care for The Mimic because what's going on there? It's just a dumb idea, in my personal opinion, because, yes, of course, Scott Connor's always had this thing for, like, you know, like, spirits possessing AI, or spirits possessing machinery, and that's kind of always been a big thing he's into. I don't even know what you were yapping about, but if that was your music, then it's great. I'm yapping about Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay? I'm yapping about Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? But, no. Like, The Mimic, I'm warming up to it now that I've kind of been exposing myself to more of Secret of the Mimic. And when it came out, okay, I'm going on a massive tangent. I said I was going to talk about the timeline that I personally believe in. Probably a Homeboys. I'm going to find who the fuck that is. Like, yes, I do still believe that Secret of the Mimic is just Poppy Playtime with a Five Nights at Freddy's paint job over it. Because it feels nothing like Five Nights at Freddy's. We have not been further from the original idea of Five Nights at Freddy's since, like, Help Wanted. Happens soon. Where's the entrance? Because, yes, you can argue that with Security Breach, that shit was a ways away from what Five Nights at Freddy's was. And yes, it was. It was a massive departure. But Five Nights at Freddy's always... Five Nights at Freddy's always had this kind of, like, concept, like, oh, what if it was free roam, you know? And while, yeah, Security Breach was... Oh, yeah, we got all four now. While Security Breach is free roam, it's not exactly the same thing as, like, a FNAF free roam game. Who do I go to? Transporter. Shaved. Secret of the Mimic. It's free roam, but it's, like, very linear free roam. I've come to see you. We were supposed to get a shipment of weapons today, but Solon's men hit it thanks to a military patrol. The location should be clear now. Go get it. Okay, one, why is your face like that? Are you good? You having a stroke, man? Okay, one, fuck you for immediately telling me to do shit. I don't even know who you are. Two, sure. Three, Hold on. He's getting that ethereal head, bro. Look at him. His face is shaped like a blow-up doll.
Типа я слушаю.
What's happening? Oh, shit. What's going on? Oh.
Лопни мои глазоньки, и кто это к нам пожаловал?
Okay. Anyways. I'm warming up to the Mimic. Okay, well, I don't like the Mimic. I'm tentatively curious to see what Scott and Steel Wool does with the Mimic storyline. Because what I'm hearing, they're already working on a sequel. Or, yeah, a sequel. Because Scott also said it was a sequel, not a sequel. So, I'm curious. I'm what was I saying? I want to wait for the storm to pass. I think I can talk over it, but it'd be pretty hard to hear me. Can I help you? Greetings, Stalker. Bye. See you later. Bye. Peace. Wait, are you just called Gnom? Gnom. Right. Let's shot. I don't need to craft water. I have tea. I'm fine. Okay. Put on the helmet. Right, you're not my target. 12 deaths. So anyways, the timeline, right? I'm gonna cut off that nuclear bomb. I'm gonna cut off that timeline, that Mimic talk. Okay, so timeline. What do I think happens first in the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline, so to speak? Well, I guess I'm going to include a bit of Secret of the Mimic, because I'm kind of warming up to it, but not really. So, Edwin Murray, does his shit with MCM, father dies, he inherits it. He's making all this random bullshit, makes the Mimic, yada yada, not really important, but that does happen. Henry Emily is working with, Edwin Murray. Henry Emily, because we all kind of suspected for a while, like with FNAF 6, that Henry Emily, the co-owner of Fazbear Entertainment, he had his own business before, because he just kind of came into it. Well, it turns out he did. He was a manager for MCM. Really great mechanic. Anyways, William begins poaching employees through Henry, because Henry's kind of realizing the company's going under and he needs to get stuff to protect his daughter. House on a hill. How topical. Anyways, yada yada yada, long story short, MCM goes under, gets bought out by William, and Henry joins along to create Fazbear Entertainment. Doesn't quite matter, but it's just kind of more background. Anyways, Fredbear's Family Diner. It's been open since, I assume, the 70s? I assume the 60s, 70s has like some kind of some older style shit. Where is this? Where's that guy trying to send us? Oh, you're out of your fucking mind. You think I'm gonna go all the way to Pripyat? Really? Fine. Anyways, so Fredbear Family Diner. It's going great. You're using these spring lock suits, which, yes, while they're unsafe because they're fail-safe system, horizontally expected on the outskirts of Pripyat. Take action. Because while failsafe is in an animatronic mode, which is fucking awful, why would you design it like that? They work. Okay, they work fine. Eventually, William Afton's kid, Dave Afton, the crying child, is being bullied by his brother. Actually, I'm gonna... It's all foggy. The timeline first, like, death-wise. Elizabeth Afton. I think Elizabeth Afton, William Afton's kid, dies first. Simply because we have reason to believe now that Circus Babies Entertainment and Rentals was made before, or like, at least on the side, along with Fredbear's Family Diner. Not only because, like, you know, the Fast Food would be Secret of the Mimic and all that, but no, we just had to get, like, the reason to believe it was pretty early in the timeline for Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental to be made. Eventually, Elizabeth Afton gets killed first, gets scooped up by Baby and killed immediately and possesses Baby. So that sucks, but okay. Dave Afton constantly crying. Why? Because he probably saw Elizabeth Afton get fucking got by Baby. Michael, now being saddled with taking care of his younger brother, because, you know, William Afton's over here managing him. Oh, fuck off! Fucking snorks. Fucking fractures. Fucking fractures. Goddamn stupid fuck. Anyways. Oh, we're gonna have to do all that shit again. I'm gonna fucking... Oh. I need to remember to save more often. Oh. Okay. Fuck my life. Okay. Elizabeth Afton dies. They move on. Fredbear Panda Diner still running well. Michael Afton decided to pull a prank on Dave Afton on his birthday, no less. Brings Dave Afton up to Fredbear and says, hey, let's give him a big old kiss, and throws him into Fredbear's mouth. Smart idea. Even smarter so because William Afton, for some reason, designed Fredbear to have solid teeth. Not like rubberized, you know, foamy teeth, just in case something like this happened. No, solid metal teeth. So, when Dave Afton is thrown inside of Fredbear's mouth, lo and behold, crunch. Dave Afton is hospitalized and dies in a hospital. Michael, feeling incredibly guilty about this, goes into a depressive, nigh comatose state. He's not in a coma, but he's dead to the world, essentially. And then, you know, Midnight Motors happens. Charlotte Emily is caught outside of a Fazbear's Pizza and is killed by William Afton for some reason. No real good reason for it. I think it's just kind of like a crime of passion. So anyways, Charlotte Emily is dead. Henry is devastated and either is blamed for her death or just kind of goes into a depressive episode. Or just kind of continues on. We don't quite know. So anyway, Charlie's dead. Dave's dead. Michael Afton's depressed. And... Nope. Hold on. That was a lot easier. Holy happening. Oh, there goes Gabby. So after Charlotte Emily's death, Fazbear keeps going on. Like, yes, that death was bad. He started spreading rumors. Perhaps after the crying child's death as well, which happens after, you know, that. Fredbear's closes and eventually gets reopened as the FNAF 2 location, the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which might not be the name for it, but yeah, whatever. And for one reason or another, William Afton is not the owner of this new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and has to be hired on as a security guard under a fake name. You know, going undercover. Okay, I'm skipping steps because I'm on caffeine. I'm trying to jump through the timeline. Okay. Fazbear Family Diner closes, but a Fazbear Pizzeria is already open, so they continue on with that. At that Fazbear Pizza, they have the old Springlock suits from Fazbear's Family Diner moved over and are being used as kind of like backup performers at Fazbear's Pizza. William Afton, for some reason, either to gather Remnant to do Remnant experiments, which Remnant, if you don't know what that is, it's just spirit and metal. People do always call these complex explanations of what Remnant is. It's just ghost metal, okay? Complex nonsense. Anyways, William Afton, for some reason, which is not quite explained, and anytime you for, you know, oh no, wait, you justifying child murder, no, like, for one reason or another, he lures 5 kids into the back room and murders them, stuffing them into the animatronics. Whether this happens all at once or one by one, we don't know. It's assumed to be one by one. You good? It's assumed to be one by one because we get with the Wait a minute. You're UNISG. UNSIG. Excuse me? Excuse me? UNISG, okay. Oh! I want you. How do you look at my hands, though? That's an important question to ask. Do I take this all? Do I try to take this all? That's a 7-kilogram gun. I'm not sure if I want to... That including the fucking kilogram each. God damn it. Not quite too sure about that one, but I'm gonna take the saw with me. Maybe. Not really, actually, now that I think about it. Not really one for heavy machine guns. Or, actually light machine guns, but... anyways, missing child incident happens. Fazbear tries to stay open. After this, Henry tries to keep the establishment open for after this, and keeps it open for about a year. However, eventually, Fazbear does close. The bad publicity from the MCI and the fact that the animatronics are starting to smell weird and act weird, completely closed down the establishment. And William Afton, assumedly, is fired from the company. They say that someone was convicted of these murders, and if someone actually was convicted of these murders, they would be in jail for life, you know, but whatever. Anyways, William Afton is not a part of the company anymore. And then eventually, Henry Emily, or somebody else, decides to use the Fazbear rights to reopen and bring back not only some of the older concepts they had back in 1983, but also just to kind of wipe the slate clean of it. You know, you wash their hands of the MCI. You're like, oh no, this place is super safe. This is a super safe establishment. You know, our robots have this criminal database in their scanners. So that anyone who any ne'er-do-well is trying to get into our establishment, they'll be spotted immediately and handled by our state-of-the-art toys. Doesn't go well. The toys already acting erratic, already acting a bit suspiciously around adults. Because with kids, they're perfectly fine, so Ralph says. Like, oh, they're perfectly fine around kids, you know? Also, hold on. I'm just now realizing something. They're not attacking Yuri. They're not attacking Yuri. That's actually insane. Huh. Maybe it's because they're allied with mercenaries, and since I'm a mercenary and Yuri's my companion, you're thinking that's weird. Okay, I didn't realize that until now. Anyways, FNAF 2 happens, and animatronics already acting weird, already acting suspicious, but it's fine. William Afton, posing under a fake name, decides and gets hired on as a security guard because he wants to see. Yeah, I'm gonna see you. Give me you still look like a blow-up doll. Wants to just see what the animatronics are doing because he's heard rumors that they're acting strangely, so he wants to see for himself. It's a fucking massive sledgehammer. They are acting strangely, and within his first week, he transfers himself to the day shift. Oh, no, doesn't transfer himself to the day shift. I swear I've heard somewhere that William Afton is the night guard for FNAF 2, who then gets transferred to the okay, no. William Afton is the previous night guard before you, who got transferred to the day shift before the player joins. Jeremy Fitzgerald. So anyways, he's there observing animatronics. They're acting strangely. And within a week, another set of murders happens because someone used, again, that same yellow suit in the back to murder like five or six more kids. And unlike the missing child incident, these kids are just strewn about the restaurant. They're not even bothered to bury them. Did you hear that? I'm kind of waiting for the Psystorm to happen. It's gonna happen eventually, I know. And this is what we call the DCI because it is a different incident than the MCI and has essentially no ramifications on a timeline. Like the DCI kids are not even mentioned once in any future game at all. They are lost to time. They are, I'm assuming, is because William Afton want to do this thing like, oh no, it's even more murders, even more scary, and you realize that, oh shit, there's a lot of dead kids. We gotta kind of tone it back a bit. We gotta kind of reel it back to have a bit more, be a bit of a manageable story. So he does. Now what else happens in the FNAF 2 location? You have the bite of 87. Which there's theories running around where FNAF 4 and FNAF 2 are connected in a way that the bite of 83, which is what killed the crying child, and the bite of 87 are intrinsically tied. As in, like, oh, maybe the crying child influenced the animatronics, like, years in the future, thinks it was, like, leftover agony, remnants, or what have you, into... Buddy. Peak stalkering right here. This is just peak stalking. Okay, anyways. Where was I? Yeah, there's like theories running around where man, it's gaming, let him be. But yeah, there's theories running around where the crying child influences the about 87 to happen, which is possible, but the interactive novel the week before kind of implies that Withered Foxy did the bite of 87 by biting an employee, a male employee, or an adult employee rather, which is entirely possible. People either believe it was Golden Freddy for, you know, the FNAF 4 FNAF 2 connections, or Withered Foxy, but it's never stated. It's never stated plainly in plain text, oh, Withered Foxy did a bite of 87, so it's up for interpretation. Everything is up for interpretation in this timeline. But anyways, FNAF 2 closes. Dead child incident, they can't really run after that. They're like, oh fuck, even our security systems failed, we got a fucking animatronic biting an employee, so fuck, we can't do anything. So they close down. Then, another FNAF location, or another pizzeria opens, we assume, but closes about just as quickly. Either this, or it's the old, like... Okay, no, so they attempt to reopen and reorganize later down the line for the FNAF 1 location, which, eventually closes down as well because it just doesn't do well. Like, yeah, people are like kind of tentatively coming back to the place, but it's not doing well. It's in a rough state, and eventually closes down as well. Where then FNAF 1 happens, because the entire place in FNAF 1 looks abandoned, looks old. There's not really much going on there. Shit doesn't look different from day to day. Yeah. And there's also reason to believe that the night guard for Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is Michael Afton, under a fake name, Mike Smith. I'll have to happen tomorrow morning. Expecting a fucked up time. Okay, where is this? Is this side storm gonna happen anytime soon? I'm gonna pass time with the damn journal. I'm gonna scroll bears. Hey, there we go. Now, FNAF 1 happens. Timeline-wise, not a lot happens in FNAF 1. Like, not a lot of, like, particular note, alright? Anyways, FNAF 1 happens, and after that, week or so, he's fired for tampering with the animatronics, and the place eventually closes down as well. And here is where Follow Me happens. Where William Afton, oh god, breaking back into the FNAF 1 location, because he's still not the owner of FNAF, breaks into the FNAF 1 location to gather more remnant. Because after FNAF 2 closed, these toy animatronics, which were using parts from the original Withered animatronics, which were the original animatronics from the 85 location, which is where the MCI happened, were scrapped. And we're assuming that they were scrapped by William, and their metal, which is now turned into remnant, was melted down into the sludge that was then scooped into the Funtime animatronics. But for one reason or another, it's not enough remnant. It's not enough, which is why he comes back to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria in 1990 something, 2000, whatever. It's long abandoned at this point. And he commits Follow Me, where he lures the animatronics back towards the safe room. They can't get inside, and once they glitch out and start wandering back around, he rushes out and dismantles them one by one. Eventually, though, either this is like done day after day, like we see like with every nighttime, like every time the minigame happens is after a night, so it could either be happening all at once or like sequentially, like day after day. Doesn't really. It kind of affects the theory, because if it does it like all at once, then this theory wouldn't work. But anyways, after dismantling the animatronics, he takes their metal, their endoskeletons, and their parts, and brings them back down to his Circus Baby Entertainment and Rentals, FNAF 5 location. And melts them down to remnant slop, and then throws that into the animatronics. Anyways, he realizes that, okay, well, this is working, kind of, but they're not quite acting right. They're still being aggressive to him. They're still being, very uncontrollable, which is the exact opposite of what he wants to do with the FNAF 5 Funtime animatronics, because he wants them to be controllable. He wants them to be the perfect children kidnapping murder machines, because that's what they were built for. They're built to kidnap children and experiment on them in his torture chambers, which are FNAF 4. However, they're not doing that all too well. They're still acting erratically, and people at any parties go like, oh, these animatronics are weird. They look weird. They're looking at me weird. So, in a vain attempt to try and get these animatronics in line, he returns one last time to the FNAF 1 location to retrieve the old Spring Bonnie suit in the back. Unfortunately, the spirits are there, somehow. There's a kind of like a level of like wishy-washiness with the theory, because there's a certain amount of details that conflict with each other timeline-wise. Because in FNAF 3 we hear that we hear from these tapes that were taken from the original Freddy's around the time of the MCI, like 1985, that the safe rooms are all being boarded up and sealed away forever, in every single location, right? Electrical enemies are spreading in Dead City, huh? Anyways. But Follow Me has to happen before these animatronics, or before the safe rooms are completely shut down, right? So unless William Afton gets spring trapped in 1985 or 1986, which is when, you know, these tapes were recorded, allegedly, assumingly. That would mean that FNAF 2 couldn't happen, and it happens in 1987. Right. But the Follow Me minigames use the FNAF 1 building layout. Like it's very plainly the FNAF 1 building layout, so it's wishy-washy. But thanks to Help Wanted, we hear that the original first 7 games or so are in-universe games commissioned by the company to cover up what actually happened. So it's unreliable narrator on top of unreliable evidence. So it's entirely assuming that all these evidence can just be kind of ironed out. This is kind of ironed out at the end of the day, because everything's unreliable, so we can just kind of bend the truth a little bit here. We can kind of bend the facts to kind of fit our timeline. I'm going to kind of lock in here, because I don't want to die to these fractures again. That'd be super disappointing. Also, holy yappening, you know? Oh. Over there.
Stay grouped.
Okay, that guy fucked off. Oh, I see him. The second one. There's 2 of them. Oh. Oh, damn it. No. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Alright, come on, you bastard. Damn. Damn, Yuri. Poor bastard. You're asleep. Okay, Papillon Homeboy. Who the hell is that? Where the hell is that? Is it him? No. Why is it in Zanzon? Okay. Whatever. Where was I? Ah, yes. So, wishy-washy details. Anyways, Follow Me happens. He takes the metal parts from that and uses them in the Funtime animatronics to get their remnant and get them to kind of behave better. Unfortunately, doesn't work in the way he wants, so he has to go back for a final time. Many don't know the difference between a whirligig and a vortex. The latter has much larger range. Many have died due to wrong estimates. Between both kinds. So he has to go back for a final time to grab the old spring Bonnie suit. However, at this point, the spring Bonnie suit's been sitting in an abandoned pizzeria that's been leaking water in it for God knows how long. Also, hold on. Pause that. Look at this area. Look at this. Look at this place. Hold on. This might actually be a nice base location now that I think about it. Look at this. Okay. I'm kind of liking what I see here. Oh, there's Yuri. Can you let me in? Hey, Yuri. Unfortunately, buddy, you're gonna need to move that way. Alright, let me just scroll on by. Sure. Nothing here. Okay, I'm gonna like this place actually. Okay, I might come back here and try and set up a base. Just so we have kind of like a forward operating location in Jupiter. Because compared here to Dead City, this might be a good Shut up. This might be a good location just to kind of have a good northern base. Because from Jupiter, we can go to Limansk. We can go to Pripyat. There's an underground area apparently. And we can go to Xanton, which means let's go to like these 3 locations, which then could spread out to other locations. This would actually be a pretty good base. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. Let's come back here. I don't know if we probably won't be able to do it this stream, but I think next time we stream S.T.A.L.K.E.R, which have to be like next week. I'm doing a trip this weekend. It might be Saturday actually. Who knows? We could probably have a base. Anyways, what was I talking about? Anyways, William Springtrap. He is suffering in a back room. There's theories that state that Cassidy, the spirit that's possessing Golden Freddy, at least one of them, if you also include the crying child, is deciding to attach themselves to William Afton instead of just moving on like the rest of the spirits and doing Happiest Day, which, by the way, is for what the crying child. And you cannot prove, you cannot convince me otherwise, because there is just way too much evidence in FNAF World and FNAF 3, you know, the FNAF 4, like mirrored connections and all that, for Happiest Day to be about anyone other than a crying child. Like, if it's just for Yuri. Hold on. We got a straggler. Hurry the fuck up. God damn. Anyways, yeah, no. If it's just about the original 5 missing child incident victims, okay, that was a fine story when we got FNAF 3. However, once FNAF 4 came out, the story changed. Evidently. Because now Happiest Day is a mirror of Fredbear's Family Diner in FNAF 4. So, why wouldn't it be about the crying child? Scouting. That's a factory over there. Believe me when I say this, I don't want to see a single chimera in my life. I've unfortunately fought a handful. Anyways, factory happens. Lang is spring locked. We have Happiest Day. Spirits allegedly move on. Apparently. They move on in both FNAF 3's Follow Me minigames, where they, you know, slightly fade away, when, you know, it can be implied as them moving on. But they also move on in Happiest Day, in the same fucking game. They move on twice in the same game, which is crazy. Anyways, oh, look at this. That happens. And then Scott gets people because I was meant to be end as a franchise right there, a trilogy about. Stop talking to me about Homeboy. I know. Okay. Like I'm aware that Homeboy is meant to be killed. But Scott gets people complaining to him that the jump scares in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 are fucking terrible, and they were like, so bad. Because instead of like the FNAF 1 or FNAF 2 jump scares where they have a lot of motion on them, he just walks up to you. He just walks up to you and kind of just seems like surprised that you're there. Jupiter, I'll consider. Bandits. There's not a lot of bandits, huh? Oh, there's Yuri. Alright. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to here? S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Oh. You don't have medical supplies in the slightest.
Привет.
Disappointing. Any work? Jellyfish artifact. You need an experienced stalker to lead a field work colleagues out into the field for a study. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, y'all got a lot more going on than Yansar, damn. Okay. Ozerski and Herman.
Подходите. Что у вас?
Oh, you're a Cyclosaurus. Tell me about this place.
Как бы я солдат этих конченых.
I love when my view is glitching out.
Бы так за месяц.
Well, there's not much to
Что
say.
вообще жить, если такие расклады пошли? Сидят, блин, на своих долбаных блокпостах. И на нашем горбу в рай въезжают.
Well, there's not much to say. After much negotiation, I managed to convince the Ukrainian Ministry of Education to establish another facility in the zone once the brain scorcher has been disabled. Oh. However, we were offered no protection because the accompanying military operation utterly failed. With state-of-the-art equipment, but no manpower to speak of, we have to rely on hired stalkers most of the time. Needless to say, our capacity and working conditions leave much to be desired. We are supposed to make significant progress without any assistance from the outside. Does any work? Our groups are harder to find a sort of range 50 missions than the artifacts have by conducting experiments on ominous formations. But our research team isn't quite the most qualified, so we urgently need a volunteer on a mission. Near marked anomalies. Sure. Any other work you want done? Outskirts? No. Okay. Do you have medical supplies? You have medical supplies! It's a bit more expensive, though. You do have that for a cheap deal. Damn. This impacts are about 1,000 cheaper than the other guy.
Настроение хуже не бывает.
Oh.
И гнусь кругом сплошная.
Sure, and I'll, say this grabby, I don't really want that. Stoneflower, that too, sure. Alright.
Неохота мне за хабаром сегодня.
Overski, what do you want? You know anything about the Oasis? Yes, of course. What's the Oasis? Yes, of course. We even once studied an artifact from that place, although it has been
Всегда рад видеть
since
нового
requested for
человека
use
в
in the outside
нашем
world.
бункере.
The stalker who gave it to us, one Alexander Dagaterev, never revealed where the Oasis lies. However, if you were to find it, we'd pay handsomely for another Oasis artifact. Okay. You look concerning. I don't like the look of that guy. I don't like the cut of that guy's jib. You're over here talking with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Alright. And this is where you sleep? I'm assuming such. Comfortable beds. Alright. Okay, where did this guy want us to base these scanners at? Ah, Xanton. Okay. You guys are going a bit further north than I intended, but sure. Chronic. I don't know why I'm asking people one by one if they have tasks. We have a task board for a reason. Red Forest. The fish and chimera meats. Uh, uh-huh. That's, sure. Y'all have fun doing that. Alright, where to from here? Where to from here? Let's go check out what this is. Swear to God, if it's a bunch of loners. This way? Yes. I swear to God, if it's a bunch of loners, I'm gonna lose my marbles. I'm not out of freedom. Freedom is fine. If it's freedom, that's okay. But if it's a bunch of loners, I got eyes on. I don't see anything from here. Oh, we got some movement down there, far down the road. Yeah, fuck it. If it turns out to be loners, it would just light them up. Might have used a hallway. Oh. You're an ecologist. Hey, buddy. I'm here about the assignment. About the samples? Oh, I need more time. What samples? Oh. Right. Wait. Oh. Fucking A, I forgot we had some missions in Red Forest to do that. Okay. Completely forgot. Blanked on those. Fair enough. We'll do those after I do a bit more exploring up here in Jupiter. Okay, freedom. Okay. Gary. Nice to meet you, bro. Name's Gary. I'm a guide. You should roam around and get under the zone. I can take you to the bar, Pripyat, Red Forest, and...
Опаньки! Да ёлки-па!
God fucking damn it. I had a feeling... Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. Hey, stop hiding in the fucking pseudo giant, you asshole. Oh, that's Yuri. Sorry. What the fuck's going on here? Your name Fatso? Hope you were important. Gary. Well, these guys didn't have any important quests tied to them because, sadly, they mustn't live. Oh. I'm not so quick to dismiss the Wish Granter. I'd imagine there's something behind all the legends. Whoa! Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. What the fuck is going on?
Вот пристал, дуремар. Зацепись ты.
Buddy, what are you doing? What is happening? What is going on?
Вот ведь ирония жизни, а?
Alright. We are reaching about the 2-hour mark. I'm not sure if I wanna what? No. I'm not sure if I wanna do a 4-hour stream today. We did do one just last time. And yeah, so I'm gonna be gone the next couple days, so I wanna, you know, have a good long stream in. I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find a good place to end it for here. We'll probably pick this back up Saturday, and if not Saturday, then probably sometime later the coming week. Hey, Yuri. Hey, Homer. Macro shots. Alright, yes, tasks. You got tasks worth a damn? Fate. Fate tasks. The keepsake. Alright. Hawaiian. You're not a loner, aren't you? Okay. Better not be a fucking loner.
Подходи, брат, у меня как в Греции все есть.
Oh, like a little ponytail.
Покидова.
Alright. Alright, well, I suppose I'll end it here. Dude, thank y'all for watching, and if you're watching a VOD, thank you for watching a VOD. I did not quite get through my Five Nights at Freddy's timeline yappage, but I imagine next stream we probably do the rest of it. Because I think we stopped at around FNAF 4. Water. I don't need water, bro. I got tea. I'm fine, bro. Tea. Anyways, Do you think I'm watching? I'm watching a VOD. Thank you for watching a VOD. I think next stream will most likely be Saturday, if not sometime Friday if I get home early enough. Next time FNAF stream, I think next time I would be streaming FNAF would probably be in September. I want to do any horror streams, any kind of horror game streams. I want to do those in like the fall season because that's kind of like more topical, you know, for being horror. Yuri, please.
Okay, let's do it. Let's split up.
Not friendly. Shit.
Don't fuck with me!
Bro just saw his friend get fucking popped right in front of him. Just did a little spin and went, huh? I don't mind the mild panic I did when I saw the fucking 2 exo-suited loners rock up on me. Just a slight bit of panic, you know? Okay. But yeah, no, I might forego that rule and decide like, if I start running out of other ideas to do, I might just start streaming horror games because I have a kind of a backlog set up for horror games. I have a lot of them set up. Like, okay, so I want to do Alien Isolation. I want to do the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise 1 to 6, and Ultimate Custom Night, I guess. But I'm not gonna do 50/20. I'm not cut out for that shit. Also, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and a bunch of FNAF fan games. I want to do. Some in VR, maybe. Also, I want to play the Dead Space remake. I want to play Amnesia. I think whatever horror games I kind of had on my list. Let me do a quick check. Maybe I could play SCP again, but probably not. But yeah, no, I do have plans to do a bunch of horror streams, but I'm probably gonna be doing them like later in the year. At the very fucking least, sometime like late summer. Late summer is when I'm probably gonna be doing it, just because that's close enough to fall for it to count. But meh.
Hold up. In formation.
Yeah. Right. Well, I suppose that should be it. I shall be seeing y'all either Friday or Saturday, one of those 2 days. And if not those 2 days, I'll see y'all next week. But this is all assuming I actually get to go to the fucking lake, because work is not being the most pleasant to me right now, and apparently I don't actually have coverage for tomorrow, which sucks if I can't actually go to the lake tomorrow. I'll fucking cry, but... Oh, yeah, unfortunately, Ruby, you are late, sadly. I was gonna do a 4-hour stream, but... I'm not really quite feeling it at the moment. Not quite feeling it. I want to play some other stuff, and I have some plans later tonight, so if I do a 4-hour stream, I'm not going to be able to play those stuff, so, not quite feeling it. But hey, we're in Jupiter now. Yeah, plus you have a whole fucking stream to rewatch, so. Anyways. Yeah, that's kind of... You joined right as the stream was about to end, Ruby. I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. Unfortunately, I have other shit I want to do. I have stuff to do. So, yeah. Bye.